In a pond where the water was as clear as glass and the lilies bloomed like floating stars, lived a frog named Augustya. He spent his mornings resting on a broad green leaf, watching his friend Vidura, a shimmering fish, leap gracefully through the surface of the water. They were very different, but they shared the peace of the quiet pond. Vidura was not alone in the depths, he often swam with his companion Varuna. Vidura was proud because he knew 1,000 different ways to dodge a predator and 1,000 ways to hide. Varuna, while slightly more modest, was proud that he knew 100 ways to outswim any net. They felt safe in their cleverness. One evening, the peace was broken by the heavy footsteps of two men, Kavi and Ravi. They stood at the edge of the pond, looking at the water with hungry eyes. They carried heavy bundles on their shoulders that smelled of the salt and sting of the sea. Augustya, hiding beneath a leaf, heard Kavi say to Ravi, "This pond is full of fish. Let us bring our big nets tomorrow at dawn and catch them all." As soon as the men left, Augustya dove into the water to find Vidura and tell him the terrible news. When Vidura heard the warning, he flicked his tail dismissively. He found Varuna and told him what the frog had said. "Only a frog with no imagination would be afraid," Vidura laughed. Varuna nodded, blowing a bubble of amusement. "I have 100 tricks," Varuna said. "And I have 1,000, Vidura added. "We shall simply outwit them." Augustya returned to his home to find his companion, Maris. "The fish will not listen," Augustya told her. "They trust their many tricks, but I trust my one thought: when danger is coming, it is best to be elsewhere." Maris agreed, and together they prepared to leave the pond they had called home for so long. As the sun began to peek over the horizon, Kavi and Ravi returned just as they had promised. They didn't speak a word as they unfurled their nets. With a coordinated swing, they cast the heavy mesh wide across the surface of the pond, blocking out the morning light for those below. Underwater, panic set in. Vidura tried his first trick, then his second, then his 10th, darting left and right. Varuna tried to dive deep into the mud and then zip through the reeds. But the net was too large, and their many wits only led them deeper into the tightening mesh. Kavi and Ravi felt the weight of the net and began to pull. It was heavy, filled with the many fish who had thought they were too clever to be caught. The two men hauled the dripping net onto the grass, their faces set in grim satisfaction at the success of their morning's work. Far away, in a small, hidden puddle fed by a trickling spring, Augustya and Mari sat in safety. They watched the distant pond from their new home. Augustya sighed, saddened by the loss of his friends, but grateful for the simple wisdom that had saved them. Sometimes, one clear path is better than 1,000 complicated ones.